This model kit review is of the F-15E Strike Eagle. It's got all new tooling. It is a 1/72nd scale model and it's by Revell. We've got some very nice box art. Over here we've got some details here about the kit, as well as the dimensions. And let's see here, we've got some pictures here of the two different versions and some pictures of the finished model there. So it's a very nice looking model. Let's have a look inside. So first of all here we'll look at our glass, and we've got our canopy here. Can't really see them stuck together here. So that's very nicely molded here, this canopy. This is the rear part. Here is the windshield. It does have a mold line down the middle, and unfortunately that is going to need to be sanded off. That's a significant mold line, and it's going to be very obvious. I do have a video showing you how to get rid of that, but that's going to have to go. Let's have a look here at these next screws. This is actually very nicely molded. We've got this is the inside of our engines here. We've got some details in the wheel wells. That's the front wheel well there, and we've got recessed lines with a lot of surface detail. That is very nicely molded. Here's our unfortunately molded in stabilizer or elevator. Here are the wing tips. Parts of the air ducts there, and there's a tail hook, more parts of the air ducts there, and then this is the front of our fuselage with the cockpit's going to be inside there, recessed lines, and then there's our nose cone. No details on the inside here. Over here we have the top of the wing and fuselage molded together. Very nice surface detail with recessed panel lines. The underside of the wings there, and then fuel tanks, also with some nice detail there. Here we've got the edges of the wings tips that go right here, and we've got our landing gear, parts of our ejection seat there, and then the air intakes. There's the cockpit with some surface detail there, and that must be the back of the ejection seat. Okay, these next screws here have a lot of little parts on them. Let's go through these. Got some more fuel tanks also with some surface detail. Here are the wheels, they're in halves, and part of our exhaust there, and all the different weapons. Lots and lots of different weapons. There are rail attachments and lots of details to add. We've actually got two of the same. These are exactly the same, and tons of parts there. Here we've got the underside of the fuselage underneath the wing with our rail attachments there for weapons. Some very nice surface detail there. Other parts of the ejection seat there, and then this must be the rear part of the rear seat there for the other pilots. Or maybe that's probably the navigator. And More parts here underneath these rails or pylons. Look at the surface detail, and just the molding quality is really good. I don't see any flashing, very few mold lines anywhere. It is just very well made. Look at the vent here, that detail there. Now we have some decals, and those are some very nice decals. Look at that. Beautifully printed and lots of details. That's really the best part of that. You have all the extra little details on your decals. Well, let's have a look at our instructions here. So there's the explanation for those different icons. And here we have our colors needed. And I'm sure all of this is available online on the Revell Germany website. More colors needed there. That's the parts listing. And more parts listing there. Okay, so we start off with the cockpit, put the ejection seats together. And that goes on top of the nose wheel well. Instrument panels go on with the decals. That's then put inside the fuselage. We start to then put the air ducts together, and now we're building the fuselage. Don't forget to drill out those holes there for different pylons. And now we're putting our wings together, and the rest of the fuselage is then all put together. Lots of parts here, and they're very well molded. Hopefully they'll go together very easily. Now I'm finally putting the cockpit together with the rest of the fuselage, as well as our nose cone, and then this is how you build up the exhausts. And it looks like there are tons of parts for that. Then our tails go on, and start to build our landing gear. There's the nose gear with wheels. There's the canopy. Don't forget to clean that edge off. And then fuel tanks and pylons go on. All depends on what you're going to be putting on there. So we've got some bombs, some missiles, or fuel tanks. And mounting all of that on there. Lots and lots of options there. Okay, here are the two different versions of the F-15 Strike Eagle. Two different numbers and also colors. Both look very nice actually. Here's the other side. And top and bottom. So this really is a very well molded kit. Lots of great detail. I like the fact that there's cockpit detail, there is wheel well detail, got some great decals, recessed panel lines. That's really a great kit.